So we just got told that Superman is probably not gonna open today.
Wonder Woman is also closed again today.
There's nothing to do here other than Iron Rattler.
Let's talk about amusement parks, like rides in the dark. Rides right here, it rides all over, but mostly coasters, mostly coasters. We'll talk about all kind of things, but mostly coasters.
We're at Fiesta Texas for our first full day. We were here last night, got on quite a few things. We were greeted this morning at parking by a nice friendly. Half of our water park is closed. So it's definitely gonna push a lot of people away from the water park into the dry park, and that's definitely pushing us away from the water park. We were kind of interested in checking it out because they have a water coaster and all. But if half the water park is closed, the line for everything else in there is gonna be horrid. Maybe they'll have Wonder Woman and Superman open today at least. But yeah, already kind of a not so lovely start to our day. And it looks like they're only running one train on Goliath that already has like a 15-minute wait since it's only one train. The park only opened 8 minutes ago. Hopefully things get better.
I'd really like this park if things were open. So yeah, all this theming is just for the freaking log ride? That's really cool. We have to get on that. Oh, just kidding. Oh, we thought it was open because the water was running today, but this attraction is also temporarily closed. Yay! Yahoo! So I don't know what the we're gonna do today because we already did all the other stuff yesterday. This is insanely frustrating.
So we just got told that Superman is probably not gonna open today, which is insanely obnoxious. There's nothing to do here other than Iron Rattler. I mean, Iron Rattler, Batman the Ride, and then Poltergeist, which is only running one train. I really hope it's not closed because of the construction for this giant discovery. It's the beginning of peak season. I feel like you should have some of your attractions ready.
Wonder Woman is also closed again today with no attendant, which means they probably have no intentions of opening this today at all. This is insanely disappointing, and they have half of the water park closed. So what is there to do at this park, I ask you? We might just leave and go to ZDT's today, honestly. So this is kind of fun. We were going to go on Pandemonium, which is their spinning coaster in the boardwalk section, because that's one of the coasters we didn't get on last night. Opens at 12. Cool. So we're gonna go do the drop tower, I guess. Hopefully that doesn't break down while we're in line for it. Really a stinky day so far. Javi, how many stinks out of 10?
We just got off Scream, their SNS drop tower. It was fun. A little bit better than Over Texas is the drop portion. It runs in combo mode, so launches you up. That part is pretty forceless, honestly. But the drop was a little more forceful than Over Texas's drop tower, so that was nice. We're gonna go on Batman the Ride, because we both really enjoyed this last night. Very flippy. So we're gonna have some fun instead of just moping around.
I'm gonna continue to mope.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna mope inside, but try to not let it bother me too much. So one good thing about the place, it's easy to navigate. It's not too easy to get lost. So there's that. It's easy to get to the rides that you wanna go on that are closed. That's a plus.
Our passes were being a bit problematic with the dining plan. So our food's a little cold now, but that's all right. There's this big food court area near the log ride, which has a lot of options, so that's kind of nice. You don't gotta go all over the place. It looks like the log ride is open. Gonna have some fun finally today?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That was a fun little ride with a cute little bit of theming. Doesn't get you too wet unless the boat is super full and it just sloshes over. It has a long line now, so we're very lucky we got on it like right after it opened. And now we're gonna head to Pandemonium, because that's obviously gonna get a terrible line because of capacity. It was a cute ride.
It was super cute.
Yeah, so we're heading over to the boardwalk section now because that is open now. Hopefully we get on Pandemonium, because that's one of the only 3 credits left to get that's actually open.
So this section of the park doesn't even open till noon, and Pandemonium is still testing. Like, come on. If you're gonna open a whole section of the park lake, can you at least test the ride? Let's go on Pirates instead. Oh look, another closed ride. So we're going on Pirates of the Deep Sea. This queue is swinging very, very well.
So we just got off Pirates of the Deep Sea. Really, really well themed. Javi was saying the guns don't work fantastically. Yeah, but the theming was really cool. Nice, like a lot of animatronics.
Would have been better if it was Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I don't know what it was like before, honestly. I don't know if they improved it or if it was just, you know, changing the theme of it. But I really enjoyed it. Definitely one of the better rides we've been on thus far. So I can't show the sign because obviously it's in a restroom. Not gonna film in a restroom. But there was a sign that said, if this room needs attention, call this number, and then has a number to call. So I think that's pretty neat. I appreciate the fact that if there's a problem, they want to fix it.
So walking up to Goliath, they got a nice little fountain out here. And that sign is pretty nice too. But it is only one train, and only half of the extended queue is shaded, so it don't look like we get to stand in the shade for that long.
So we just got off of their Batman the Ride clone, which is called Goliath. It was pretty good. Definitely better than Over Texas's. One of the smoother ones, for sure.
Yeah, it was probably my favorite Batman the Ride clone. I
There you
didn't
go.
bang my head a single time.
Yeah, it was good. Also, I'm wearing my Six Flags Discovery Kingdom Batman the Ride shirt, so we basically got on 2 Batman the Rides today, if you think about it, Javi. We're gonna check out Boomerang, which definitely won't be as smooth as this.
So this is next on the agenda. I will say it has probably the prettiest entrance of a Boomerang we've ridden. Yeah, we're not excited.
So I don't really get nervous for roller coasters anymore, unless it's a Boomerang or an SLC, really. Unless it's a ride I know is gonna be painful. So I just got off Boomerang. Javi, how was it? It was a Boomerang?
Yep.
It was a Boomerang. Nice and shaky. Javi survived at least, so that's a plus. I got a little slight headache. We lived. That's all I can say.
So since those other 2 coasters still haven't opened up, we're just gonna go over to IRAT. Just kidding, it has an insane wait. That's all the way to the bottom of the station. You guys wanna know what else is closed? The other ride we got our Skip the Lines for. This day's been pretty terrible, honestly. We're gonna go to ZDT's instead, because this park has done nothing but disappoint us, quite frankly. Also a nice little fun addition to our day. We asked if this water coaster was running. They radioed somebody and got back with the answer of yes, and it's been dry all morning. That's really fun, yeah. False information. Really crummy day here.
Also, looks like it's gonna storm soon, so hopefully we get out of here. Hopefully it's not storming at ZDT's, because that would suck.
So we are back to where we started our day. Hopefully Pandemonium opened back up. We can at least get that credit and maybe get a couple rides on IRAT.
So Javi and I just got off of Poltergeist front row. What'd you think, Javi?
It was very fun.
Super fun in the front row. Definitely one of the best rides at this park. Javi is a little tired, therefore has a little headache. A little dehydrated from the heat.
I really do like this section, actually. This is significantly better than Magic Mountain's boardwalk section. I think this is what they tried to do with Magic Mountains, and all they did was just use like the same paint scheme, and that's it. This really does have a boardwalk vibe, don't you agree? This one is not still themed to Tony Hawk, but good observation, Javi. This one still has a half pipe as if it were themed to Tony Hawk. And obviously, same as Over Texas's, the cars all still look like skateboards. Really funny stuff.
No, the cars all look like Left Twix and Right Twix.
No, oh yeah, you're right. Here they don't have the Left Twix and Right Twix advertisements on it.
So Javi and I knocked the last operating credit of the day off our list. That was really, really fun. One little hiccup, yeah. As opposed to the one at Over Texas where you put your stuff on the side, we had all the stuff ready to go to be placed off to the side, and they're like, everything has to go with you. And we're like, so the ride went from, oh, let's see where we can sit and how much this thing spins, to let's just make sure we don't lose anything.
Glasses, hat, both of our drink cups.
Yeah, my drink cup is completely full, by the way. Well, a little less now that we got off of that. But it was still insanely fun. Crazy spinny ride. The trick is to overload the left or right, not the front or back, if that makes any sense.
Instead of sitting next to each other, sit across from each other.
Right, if you're with 2 people only, instead of sitting next to each other, sit across from each other. That was super, super fun. Like, spinniest ride I've gotten on a spinny coaster, I think. So yeah, just be warned that if you go on Pandemonium at Fiesta Texas, you do have to bring your stuff. So keep that in mind before you get on.
I didn't even know that was a stroll last time.
And defeat those swashbuckling scallywags.
If you had to wait in this queue, you would not be bored.
So we just got off the insert name of it here. I forget. Javi, what is it? Deep Sea, not Scooby-Doo. Honestly, one of the best rides in the park, easily.
It would still be fun if it wasn't a shoot 'em up ride, if it was instead just a regular dark ride, because there's so much going on both sides that you don't get to see unless you hit the targets or unless you're sitting on that side. And it's so well done that you want to see both.
It'd be really cool if you could see all the effects every time. Highly, highly recommended. Must ride in the park, I'd say, right?
Yeah, they clearly put a lot of effort into it, so it would be nice to see all of that work that they did.
So I don't know if you guys could tell, but we like this ride because we sat on almost every seat at this point. We're heading over to IRAT to get another few rides on that. Give it another chance, I'd say. It's still a super fun ride, so I'm actually excited, especially now that I have already been disappointed. I know what I'm getting myself into. I know I'm definitely not expecting, you know, one of the best rides I've ever been on. Look at all these switchbacks. And here I thought switchback was at ZDT's. Silly me. No, wait. We just got off of our, what was this, our third ride total only on IRAT. First sort of night ride. Super fun, right, Javi? Better than before, I'd say. Airtime's still about the same. Really not that impressed with it. People say the drop off the quarry wall is one of the strongest moments of airtime they've ever experienced. Not even close for me, honestly. The laterals on the first drop are definitely one of my favorite parts of the ride. And then obviously the scenery is really awesome. I like the bottom of the first drop when you're going through a bit of the old structure. We're probably gonna get our last ride of the night here. Javi, what just happened?
We got some really awesome employees that let us ride. I think it was like 3 or 4 times in a row.
3 times in a row. Absolutely incredible. And on the last one, the fireworks started right as we came out of the tunnel on IRAT. So incredible.
Yeah, that ride was better than Joker.
Yeah, absolutely, by far. One of my favorite night rides on any coaster ever, right?
Yeah, shout out to Emily, Roz, and Anthony.
Yeah, that was so incredible. So awesome of the employees to let us go again.
Rose, but it was R-O-Z, so she was a really great
R-O-Z, yeah, she was very nice, giving high fives every time we got back in. A really friendly crew, that's for sure. Just fantastic. I mean, riding that ride twice in a row is definitely better than a lot of RMCs one time. I'll say that. And look at that. Fireworks going off in the background. Right as we came out of the tunnel, the show started. That was so freaking cool. I'm just smiling ear to ear. That was incredibly awesome.
I also just can't get over how awesome it is that just every night in summer they have fireworks going off after the park closes. It's so fun to just be walking out of the park and have a fireworks show going off. So the fireworks are over. We got a dill. Very, very cute armadillo stuffed thingy.
Armadillo.
Talked to a very, very friendly, funny employee. Shoot, I think his name was Matthew, in the gift shop by the front entrance. Really cool, funny dude. Told us some fun stuff about the park. But yeah, this day ended a heck of a lot better than it started. Obviously still a slight bummer that we can't get on Wonder Woman and Superman till at least tomorrow, if not some other trip way down the road. Those 3 back-to-back-to-back rides on Rattler were absolutely fantastic. Other highlights, we got on Pandemonium, best spinning coaster ride I think I've ever had.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Despite worrying that I was gonna lose literally all of my belongings. So much fun, great end to the day. And ZDT's was fun, even though we had a rocky start this morning. Really a really great day considering, I think. So until next time,